Just a quick update, getting up to speed with where we are with runes. If you remember, runes are a system for modifying your skills. They drop in the world like gems do, but instead of putting them in your items to modify what your items do, you put these in your skills and modify what your skills do. So really, skill runes are a huge customization feature for your characters. And usually when we think about character customization, people think about things like skin color or hairstyle or maybe gear. But really, the skills that you pick for your character is a huge part of character customization. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. We have an Amazon here in the front row. Can I get you to stand up? All right, so let's give it up to him. But you're not just any Amazon. You're a Spirazon, right? Or are you a Throwazon? That looks like a Spirazon to me. Okay, great. So that's an example of what I'm talking about. She's not just an Amazon. We didn't just make sorceresses and barbarians. We made Spirazons, we made frenzy barbs, we made Nova sorceresses, things like that. So we're really going to blow the lid off of this idea of the skill runes by providing a whole lot more builds. Now, how many more builds are we going to provide? Well, I kind of get curious about this. So I enlisted the help of some programmers to help me out because I blow things up for a living. And they came back with this outrageous number. It's huge. I'm going to help you out now. It's 96 billion. 886 million, blah, 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 roughly 97 billion builds per class. Okay, so that's a really big number. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around. So let me kind of clarify exactly what we're talking about. Okay, so this is the number of skill combinations with runes that you can have per class. This does not include things like traits, gear, dyes, charms, anything like that. This is purely active skills, okay? So you're really going to be able to come up with just a ton of different kinds of class combinations. But it's not just about numbers. Skill runes are going to provide a whole lot more. And one of the key things to keep in mind here is that skill runes don't just change what the skill does, they have the potential to change the way it looks. Now, originally, we really weren't thinking about having different graphics for every single skill rune choice, because it's a ton of work. And so we were looking at that thinking, well, we'll just do the ones that seem interesting. But what we found along the way was, if we didn't have a graphical change, the skill rune just felt kind of weak or even broken. And we found that everybody at the office would just gravitate towards using all of the skill runes and having graphics changes. So what we found is that this really kind of comes down to a fundamental question, which is, we could just change all the numbers underneath, and give you like a numerical change. And we could do that, or we could just have the screen filled with like zombie bears, right? And which would you rather have? Okay, of course. So, where are we at with skill runes? We still have 5 types of skill runes, only we've changed their names. They're now called Crimson, Indigo, Obsidian, Golden, and Alabaster. So, why did we change this? Well, we had another system before where we named the runes according to the concept that was attached to them. So they were called things like multi-strike or energy. And multi-strike things did multi-strike, multi-strike runes did multi-strike things, and energy runes did stuff with your resources.